Alright, yeah boys, she's on the ground. I'm getting excited. Hello everyone, welcome back to the videos. It's wonderful to have you guys here again as always. So as you may or may not have noticed, but Ethel is now off the hoist, back on the ground. I came in here off camera and got a lot of work done compared to when you guys last seen it. That reminds me, I still need to wire the VSS up. But I got things like charge or intercoil piping sorted, even though I'm a little bit concerned about it tugging on it that way as the motor shifts. I'll see how it goes. Hopefully it won't move around too much. That engine mount is fairly solid. I got the bumper back on. I got the oil cooler plumbed up, intercooler's all plumbed up and back on with all of its piping. I got my fittings in for my AN stuff, so I made up my top radiator hose, fitted the turbo blanket back up, stuff like that. Just buttoned up a whole heap of stuff. I repinned a couple of things back on the ECU side for the idle air control valve, which I need to turn back on today. And yeah, I came in and I finished off the shifter install. I wired up park neutral safety switch and reverse lights, which I need to test today. And I half started wiring trans brake and trans temperature sensor stuff, which I need to do in today's video. Well, I may even just get it done off camera during the week. I need to finish off the trans brake wiring, the trans temp gauge, and as you saw in the last video, we got her to start and run. But my goal today is to get her and do a full heat cycle on it. So I'm going to get some coolant in it. I got to get it back on the hoist so I can get this lower rad hose done up, and so I can plumb up both of the wastegates to the Mac valve and stuff. Oh, excuse me, which I'll get onto very shortly. But yeah, she's pretty much ready to drive. I got to top up the trans fluid and yeah, plumb in the wastegates. We'll put some coolant in it. We'll let it run for a while. I'll get the laptop out, plug it in, because I need to identify what some of the pins are doing and stuff like that, so that I can get it worked out for trans brake. And I might do rolling anti-lag as well, but that's again not really necessary. My plans for today are get it running, get it up to temperature with some coolant in it, plumb in the wastegates, and if I can get anything else done, that'll be a bonus. I'll maybe top up the trans fluid. But yeah, I'm getting excited. She's nearly ready to go for a drive. Next weekend I'm going to try and go for a drive. We got road trip coming up very soon, so I got to try and get it dialed in. I got to get the VSS wired in, but I might just run that down under the car to the wheel speed sensor at the back. Because the Power Glide doesn't have a speed sensor in it, I'm going to have to rob wheel speed sensor. And yeah, that's about it. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead. Yeah, also don't forget, merch is available on the store. Jump over to the website and the link down in the description. Grab yourself a t-shirt, a sticker or a key tag or something. I really appreciate it. It all goes back into the channel to help keep doing the things that I'm doing. And yeah, other than that, I'm gonna go get this thing on a hoist and I'll start working on getting some coolant in and all that sort of stuff. And then I'll grab the laptop and we'll fire up, put some oil in it, etc. anyway, it's enough nonsense. Let's get to work. Yeah. Bottle of coolant. Alright, let's start up, get some temperature into it. Lights seem to be wired on wrong. I'll have to fix that. seems we have a few teething issues. I'm not sure why the reverse lights are staying on constantly. Probably something to do with the switch on the shifter, so I'm going to have to work that out. She had a bit of a vacuum leak, which is probably why she sounded pretty angry, because, well, she was angry. Found a bit of a vacuum leak at the back there with one of my silicone joiners and stuff. Still hot. And I think the manifold might have a pinhole leak in it somewhere. That, or I'm just hearing the idle air control valve work, which is what I think it is. But apart from that, got to double check the transmission oil again. I'll top up the overflow, get rid of this, and yeah, she's pretty much ready to go for a drive. I did click it into first and load it up a bit on the foot brake, as you probably would have heard. Sounds pretty spicy. Keen to get out and get a drive in it, so that's what I'll do next video. I think I don't really have that much else to do. A lot of it I can do sort of off camera and just get it done and out of the way. Like the screamer pipes, I gotta make a couple of little dump tubes for those, and figure out why now the reverse lights have decided they want to stay on permanently. Wire in the trans brake so I can reverse it, and what else was it? Oh, hook up the trans temperature gauge in the cabin somewhere, and then we'll go out and go for a drive. I would like to take it out today, but there's no point with it like this at the moment, and I gotta get the trans brake wired up properly, so that I can use it and it works, and then I can go set up things like launch control, rolling anti-lag, and that sort of nonsense. Yeah, anyway, she's coming along. I'm pretty happy with where it's at the moment. The lumpiness in the idle seems to have gone away now that I've got it doing what it needs to do, which is fine. I'm not really that concerned about it having a lumpy idle. I'm not a lumpy idle fiend. Yeah. Road trip's coming up in just over 2 weeks now, so I'm pretty excited for that. That should be some pretty good footage. 3 days of racing. I'm going to try and film as much of it as I can. I don't think I'm going to release it all in 1 week, and I don't think I'm going to stretch it out for 3 weeks either. As much as I'd like to, and I could use the bit of a break from having that footage there backed up ready to go, I think I'll do a double upload 1 week, day 1 and 2 in the 1 week, and then I'll do day 3 the following week. And then yeah, I'll see if this thing needs any tidying up or anything, and then I'll try and organise to get it some time on a dyno and turn it up and see what she can do. Converter seems pretty loose, which is good. That's what I wanted. I think I got it up to like $3 grand or something. It was starting to want to push off the foot brake, so I just stopped about there. And yeah, it sounds a bit different. It's going to be a different car to drive, which I'm looking forward to the most. It's going to be very interesting to see what it's like, what it drives like, how it reacts and behaves, and all the rest of that nonsense. Yeah, I know this wasn't much of a video from me, but I'm going to just about leave it there, and I'm going to go ahead off camera while I've got a couple of hours this afternoon and button a few of those things up, like find out why the reverse lights are staying on. I'll wire in the trans brake so I can reverse it. I'll put some air in the front tyre because it's flat as fuck, and then I'll probably put the car back up on the hoist so I can wire in that wheel speed sensor in the back. Wire in the two-step and all that sort of stuff. Go over that nonsense, and then yeah, I might put a little bit of it on camera while I test that. And yeah, that's about it. If I get the time, I might reverse it out and give it a bit of a hose off. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you all for watching. Please leave your likes, comments down below, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'm keen to get this thing out, back on the road, do some driving, do some events, do all the stuff that it should be doing and should have been doing all year. If there is a slight pinhole leak in that intake manifold, I'm not really worried about it, to be honest. It's not going to affect it enough for me to be concerned with. But I'm pretty sure it's just the idle air control passage doing its thingy, or it's a pinhole in the manifold. But yeah. Anyway, it's enough rambling on for me. Don't forget, CO2 the world, unleash the boost. If I get any more video footage this afternoon, I'll stick it in here, or just after the outro. And on that note, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. This will be two-step test number 1. works.